In missionary, I'm stabbing dick in her, she squirting, I'm making a leap.
Why you running, girl? Take this dick.
Come here.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tatted Shiz TV coming back with another banger. I feel like I haven't done one of these videos in a minute. You feel me? I just been, trying to get my shit right here. But look, man, we back with another banger. You feel me? If you don't got your dual fluid, then you know you ain't doing it here. And yo, we about to get into it. So man, this video, it got something to do with the Ynw Melly case, double murder trial that just recently happened. And this dude, what this is about, this 1090 Jake. If you don't know who that is, 1090 Jake is a person who, man, he speaking a lot of if you ratting, man, he getting it out, bro. He getting the paperwork, man. So that's who he is. If you don't know who he is, if you living under a rock, then yeah, that's 1090 Jake. And he is exposing a person from the Melly trial. His name was Danny Polo. He was the gang expert. And yeah, he's exposing him in this video. So we gonna get into it, you heard? Because I'm curious on what he's gonna say and expose him about. And when I was watching the whole trial unfold, that trial, I was just like, when I seen Danny Polo, I'm like, for one, I feel like if you have a bounty on your head, motherfuckers already know what you look like. Then the dude say, hey, but you had your mask off outside the courtroom. So then you put it on when, you know what I'm saying? It's just, his wife had the picture on Snap, Cash App. It was a whole bunch of shit, crazy shit. But we're gonna get into it, man.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we just finna get right into it. 7 years ago, Future released the 9 times platinum hit song Mask Off. And today, we'll be forcibly taking somebody's mask off. June 22nd, 2023. Detective Danny Polo would become.
So this Danny Polo, this is what we was watching on the Melly trial. Just give y'all context.
Sensation after photos of him wearing a shiesty mask in the courtroom made their way to social media. This was the so-called gang expert called in to testify against Ynw Melly as the state sought to prove Melly's gang affiliation. This so-called gang affiliation is one of the aggravating factors in securing a death penalty conviction in Florida. The only problem is their so-called gang expert has about the same level of knowledge as any other random kid that watches YouTube or Gangland. While no one else was able to wear a mask for their own safety, Detective Polo was granted a shiesty in court. He would testify that he's worked for the Broward County Sheriff's Office since 2015 and has an alleged $50,000 bounty on his head. He would claim the mask would protect his family and withhold his identity, but a few YouTube comments would make significant arguments. One being, if someone has a bounty on your head, they already know what you look like, and this was just a state tactic to make jurors intimidated by the mask in order to make them fear Ynw Melly.
That's what I was saying, and the other part she was putting out, that's how I felt. Like, they just used that mask to intimidate the, like, oh shit, this man must have did it, or he must be serious about. That's how I felt. That's exactly how I felt.
The defense would ask Detective Polo what time he arrived at court, to which he answered 9 a.m. And when asked if he was wearing the mask, Detective Polo would answer no. The defense would continue by stating Detective Polo sat outside of the courtroom for an hour, unmasked. This would lead to another comment pointing out the flaw in his hidden identity, and like someone else said, if you want to protect your family, don't go around testifying in everyone's court case. For those that didn't know, Detective Polo also testified.
Yeah, because he testified in XXX Tentacion's case. I heard. That's what he said. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. So why are you testifying in everybody's case if you're trying to be low key and Come on, bro.
In the high-profile murder case of Florida rapper XXXTentacion.
Yeah, see?
But Ynw Melly's defense team were able to essentially unmask Detective Danny Polo live on YouTube. Detective Danny was asked if he was aware of a picture of him and his family was on the internet today, and he said no. The defense would present Detective Danny with a picture of his wife's Cash App, and he would confirm that was in fact him. For those that don't know, which apparently includes the detective, simply putting $1 in the Cash App along with typing a phone number reveals the profile of who the number belongs to. Well, a simple search of the name Danny Polo on Google brings up a 33-year-old Florida resident who is married to a 32-year-old woman that I won't be naming. But a simple search of her would show she's a real estate agent working out of Miami with a phone number posted to multiple public sites. Entering the number in the Cash App would reveal the man of the hour, Detective Shiesty, along with his wife and child. His wife's publicly available Gmail account would also reveal photos, and because the internet is so nosy, not only can you easily search up someone you don't even know, the internet will recommend relatives who just so happen to have Detective Polo's picture posted to Facebook since 2021. So the undercover detective / gang expert who specializes in what I assume would be infiltrating and taking down gangs apparently had no idea his own family had already exposed his identity to not only the internet, but
Looking for an easy way to get that LLC next to your business name? Say
Ain't
hello
that some
to
shit,
Taylor
though?
Brand. You just go to their site.
specifically social media. Looking at the photos side by side, I don't know how anyone who came in contact with him without a mask wouldn't be able to identify him with one. And I damn sure don't see how the fuck somebody that looks like this would be able to go undercover and infiltrate any gang, never mind the predominantly black gang G-Shine that he's accusing Ynw Melly as being a member of. Not only that, but Detective Polo
Now I didn't know what he looked like, but going back and looking at his you know, his face, how the fuck, you feel me? Like,
never mind the predominantly black gang G-Shine that he's accusing Ynw Melly as being a member of. Not only that, but Detective Polo decided to involve me in the case of Ynw Melly when he brought my name up. During the deposition of Danny Polo, an off-the-record conversation would take place between Melly's lawyer Miss Liberty and the detective. She'd ask how he was able to infiltrate the Bloods gang with the color of his skin, when he would claim one of the highest ranking and respected members of Gangsta Killer Bloods is white. Now, I spoke on this over a year ago, and the fact that he said he has no personal knowledge of this is just information obtained from informants. But he'd continue by saying, I'm bringing in a lot of money for G-Shine because my YouTube page brings in a lot of money. Not only is what he's saying untrue, but it's irresponsibly dangerous to put out such allegations, like saying I'm funding a criminal organization with a YouTube channel, especially when there's no proof of what he's alleging. But I'm not surprised. After seeing how sloppy the state and this detective presented evidence against Melly, which we all know ended in a mistrial after apparently 9 jurors believed he was innocent while 3 couldn't get their shit together, this is a prime example of fuck around and find.
now, hold on, because new information come out. I gotta talk about it. So they said it was 9 jurors that before it was 9 jurors and 3 that was going to find him guilty, and 9 jurors said not guilty. Well, come to find out, it was 11 jurors that was going to say guilty, and it was only 1 person that was going to say not guilty, and she convinced 2 other people to say to bring them to the not guilty side, and that's what one of the jurors said in an interview. So I don't know. This is what I heard. This new news. So, but at the end of the day, Melly still got, you feel me, a mistrial.
Find out. You fucked around with my name and I found out everything about yours, including the 2022 petition against Danny Polo to stop false accusations and false statements. Now, this is one for the history books because this is the first undercover detective, law enforcement, whatever, that's been exposed on this channel. And to be honest, like, he brought this on himself because I would have never looked into who he was had he not mentioned me. And then come to find out, you go and testify with a mask on, like everybody ain't gonna wanna know who the fuck you are. And then they tell everybody on a YouTube live how to figure out exactly who you are. That shit's crazy. And you're supposed to be the undercover fucking Tom Cruise or Broward Sheriffs, whatever, infiltrating the fucking gangs. And I mean, the fact that I've been to prison, jail, all of the above, been around all the gangs, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. He's saying in court, oh, Melly is a part of a dangerous set of bloods and this and that. They don't play any games. They're the ones that called out the Island Boys and made sure that they couldn't bang blood. No, shut the fuck up. You're watching No Jumper when I went up there after I called the Island Boys and was like, how the fuck are y'all bloods? And obviously they were never bloods. I mean, now they're making out on fucking OnlyFans. Yeah, so we can all agree it was never that to begin with. But for you to act like you're the fucking gang expert of South Florida because you put 2 and 2 together that them two jizzles weren't really bloods is the same way everyone looks at you. Like, you really think you got a motherfucker fooled? Like, you could really infiltrate some shit? And in my personal opinion, I can't see how somebody that's so in fear of their life and their family could have their pictures posted by their family. And you have this dangerous profession in which you need to go in court and be the only one masked up, but then you'll go in that same courtroom and say that I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm a part of this and I'm funding this, putting me in a dangerous position. Right? Because people are like, oh, he got kids and he got a family. Me too. But you talked about me. I didn't start this shit. You did that. But let me know y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section. If he approached y'all like, hey, yo, was popping blood, was cracking loke, would y'all go for it? Y'all would think he gang
no.
that shit? Or you just gonna laugh at his ass and be like, yeah, you were undercover. Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all or y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
And that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. You feel me? But yeah, man, I thought that shit was weird. He obviously, man, to me, like I said, like, didn't know that much than what we know. An average person who watched. If you watch Gangland or you Google gang, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, new shit. The Melly trial. So, like I said before, yeah, it was 11 who found him guilty, and it was one person that didn't. That's what I'm hearing. They're not gonna have the trial to October 2nd, and what they trying to do is put Portland and Melly together. So that's what they trying to do. I don't know if they still gonna try to put the death penalty out. I think they're gonna throw that. I feel like they're not gonna put the death penalty. Me personally, I feel like they're gonna try to. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna be honest. I can't make no predictions on what they're gonna do. Probably gonna throw it out because that's the best. I mean, that's the best way to convict him, and so he can get life in jail. But if not, then you're just gonna have another mistrial, and this is gonna be what it is. But I'm gonna say this too: Melly's not your regular smuggler dude, bro. Melly not regular. Melly is a well-known person. So you don't think people from Florida know who Melly is? You don't think people from Florida, some people who actually like his music, you know what I'm saying? Like, that girl, that one person, whoever that person was, I think it was a girl because I heard somebody said she. So that one girl, what you think she was? Why she said she first came in that bitch. They said she first came in that bitch and already decided that this man wasn't guilty. They didn't care what they showed. She wasn't going to budge. So what did that tell you right there? You know what I'm saying? He was obviously a fan, or maybe she was give money. Who knows? But man, this status shit. If you don't got your door fluid, you ain't doing it. And I'll see y'all in the next video.
Spot him, trap man, shot him, hundreds, 50s. You know a nigga litty.